Is this green screen bright enough to start recording? I think it looks a little dark. There we go. Mizuki! She is the newest 5-star character in Genshin Impact. She's a standard character. She's animo. I think she's a psychiatrist or something like that. And she drinks milk. But here's the big question. Is she good? That is what we're answering here today. Now, let me give you a little context. I am casual. Like a lot of you, I don't play for the best characters. I don't try to get the best artifacts. I just kind of pick who I like to have fun with, see if I can kill things with it. I'm just a real chill guy, you know? So with that being said, when I got the opportunity to hop on the creator test server, I was like, really? Me? I'm reviewing her now. We're gonna do a little review from a casual standpoint. And today I will tell you everything good and bad that I saw from Mizuki upon my first time playing her. And welcome to a Mizuki guide for dummies. Also, do you guys like my fit for this review? I'm blurring my feet though, because you can't see that for free. Before any reviewing, I need to remind you of something. You see this character right here? She's standard. If you don't know what that means, if you lose your 50-50 when you see gold, you have a chance of just getting her. So just like wait it out maybe. Hope you get unlucky. I have a lot of positive things to say about her throughout this video, but also me personally, I'm not spending a dime on this character's banner. Maybe for her weapon, because you know, it's just, that's not gonna be standard. Category number 1, design. Mizuki has one of the best color palettes in the entire game. If you ask me, I love her design almost more than anybody. I know there's been a lot of controversy over whether or not people have liked her, but I myself, I've really liked the pastel colors. I like the maid dress that she's wearing, the blue hair, all of it looks and feels good to me. She's got the platform shoes, the cute elf ears. I love elf ears. And also a plate of milk for if I get thirsty or something. It feels very classic to Inazuma at the same time that it's introducing a really cool and new color palette. I feel like most people are gonna miss this, but this thing around her leg, that's a tail. It's kind of hard to see, but when she does this, you can tell that her tail is, well, it's her tail. There you go. You can clearly see it wraps back around there. Super cool and unique design. So for these reasons, I'm gonna give her 5 out of 5 stars for design. The next question is, how does she play? She's an Animo Catalyst user. From what I can understand and see, Mizuki is pretty simple. When you use her skill or hit her E, she goes into a flying state. On top of this, like ethereal cloud levitating thing, she can move pretty quick. This is great for exploration and also getting around enemies, but it does 2 more things. Number 1, Animo projectiles are launching at the enemies, dealing Animo damage. And on top of that, swirl damage from your teammates increase, meaning all swirl damage will be better. I have seen some takes talking about Mizuki's flying around feeling a bit boring to some players, but for myself personally, I do like the animation. I like how it feels to glide around as Mizuki. I am so interested to see what the comment section is gonna say about everything here. Here's a really big thing about Mizuki's skill. It can't be used off field the same way it can on, meaning she's not gonna deal that same Animo damage with the projectiles if she's off field, so she has to be the one flying around on your screen to get the maximum damage. So if this is not your type of combat to fly around, you'd prefer to be up close and personal like Rice Lee with his big old butt. For me, I don't know, it's kind of fun. Her burst, what does it do? When you hit Mizuki's burst, number 1, it looks beautiful, gorgeous. Design, out of this world. But what does it do? You guessed it, Animo stuff. Mizuki's burst will deal Animo AoE damage and also group nearby enemies. The most interesting thing about this character's burst is that occasionally little snacks will pop up all over the map, and they do a few different things that I think is pretty cool. If you don't pick them up, eventually they explode, dealing Animo AoE damage to nearby enemies and also pulling them in a little bit more for some more grouping. Number 2, if you're below 70 HP and you walk into the snack picking it up, you gain health back. If you're above 70 HP and you walk into the snack, you have a buff to your team. The buff and the healing is based upon Mizuki's EM, so Elemental Mastery is going to be very important for this character. Good luck, soldiers, on all of your artifact farming. And other than that, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching the video, everybody. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, guys. No, I'm just kidding. You know I gotta make it to 8 minutes at least. We got rent due. Now, Mizuki will thrive the most in teams where other characters are doing off-field damage. Examples being Furina, Auroron, Fischl, Yaimiko. They all have skills that can get applied, and they can quickly switch off-field, allowing Mizuki to do all of the damage while she's the one running around on her little cloud. I don't know what this is. So for me personally, I really like using Nahida, Yaimiko, and Auroron, but throwing in Furina and Fischl, it'll be a good time with anybody like that. I do, however, feel like Mizuki is going to be a better character in the future. I think there's going to be characters that come out that suit her better than any in the game right now. I wouldn't buy in fully to all the hate that you see about Mizuki. Remember the Kuki incident or the Kokomi incident? You never really know how characters are going to advance in the future with units that aren't even out yet. I think Mizuki could be one of those. Make sure you level up her skill first and then her burst second. Her normal attacks are never being done. Do not raise that above level 1. Save your money. The economy's tough right now. So yeah, that's a pretty dummy explanation as to how she works. She's a really pretty signature weapon that doesn't seem to be too great on anybody else yet. I'm gonna be real, I don't know what substitute weapons to give her. It's my first day out here making reviews, but maybe you can use this or this. The final thing to mention about her kit are her constellations. She got 6 of them, like everybody else. C1, swirl buff by 900% based on her EM. That applies to all nearby enemies. C1 is probably like her second best con. C2, this is a slight buff to pyro, cryo, electro, and hydro damage based upon her EM. Again, EM is really important with this character. So meaning if you have Fischl or Nahida and Yaimiko all off field doing damage, if you have her C2, they do more damage now just because you lost your 50-50 again. C3 is talent stuff, boring. C4 is it's kind of useless. Another skill, boring. But here's the big one, her C6. This is a really fun constellation. When she uses her skills, swirls have the ability to crit. They don't normally, ever. She's the first person to do this. These swirls have a 30% crit rate and 100% crit damage. I tested her out at C6 as well, and dude, the damage that she does to various enemies at this constellation is very fun. With all that being said, I'm rating her character kit and gameplay a 6 out of 10. There's a lot of things that she does that other characters do better, but for sure, I know for a fact, I like her kit, her character design, and her gameplay enough to build her and to use her. So it has to be like above a 5 at least. Was I rating the scale 5 or 10 before? 3 out of 5 for the kit. It's good. It's all right. It's like middle of the road. It's fine. Let's turn our eyes away from combat into the overworld. What is it like to actually play and use Mizuki on a day-to-day basis? I do wish that her flying state lasted longer, but while it's up, it's satisfying to use. Like I've said before, there's definitely other characters I would use first before I used her for this. But I don't know about you guys. Sometimes I just kind of play characters for the vibe. Oh, one really cool thing I discovered when playing her, she is the only other character that I've come across that makes NPCs clap. Now, when you do normal skills in front of NPCs, they usually get kind of scared and back up. But Mavuiko was different. When she did her skill, people clapped. They loved it. And Mizuki is the same. Like, I don't know if this is a new character thing or what. So what I'm getting from this is Mizuki is secretly an Archon. She's hiding the secrets of Celestia from us. Maybe she's the final boss.
Where's my brother?
Or hey, maybe they just think it's cute. I'm on to you, Mizuki. Clearly, she's passed the vibe check with the NPCs, and she passes it with me. Mizuki is right around the corner. Let me know if you're picking her up or not. I personally think I'm going to be saving my primos and just, well, waiting to lose because that's inevitable. But let me know your thoughts, what you like the most about her, and also, where did that milk come from? Mizuki's not the only cool thing coming out in this new patch, by the way. Traveler's Tale Anthology chapters will also be available. Do you have a favorite character in Genshin Impact that you haven't interacted with in a while? There will be a ton of new dialogue with some old characters that you love. Don't miss out on this or Mizuki in the latest Genshin Impact patch. Check them out.